Hello, my name is Barry Scott Will, also known as Papa Gamer. Welcome to my inaugural video blog. I refuse to use the term vlog, even though blog itself is a weird abbreviation. At least it rolls off the tongue a little better. Anyway, I haven't decided what to call this, so no title or title music yet. I may get there. I was originally going to spend this first episode talking about The Last Jedi, but with an announcement on January 25th, I thought I would turn my attention to the NFL and the soon-to-be reborn XFL. But first, a peek into the future. Take a look at this picture. This is a screenshot from marinetraffic.com. You're looking at APL Turkey, a Liberian cargo ship. It is, as of January 25th, east of Japan, heading for Panama, and I assume the Panama Canal. On board APL Turkey are these cartons. These cartons contain top secret New World Order box sets, one of which is mine. I'm guessing my set will reach me around the beginning of March, so my video that week will be an unboxing. You can learn more about the game at topsecretnwo.com. In the nearer future, I'll have my thoughts on Black Panther in about 3 weeks, once I've had a chance to see the movie. Next week's subject will be Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, and more specifically, the character of Luke Skywalker. Spoiler alert, he really resonated with me. Now, on to American football. I say American football to distinguish it from international football, which we Yanks call soccer. Anyway, I understand why Vince McMahon is going to try and resurrect the Extreme Football League, or XFL. Lots of people are criticizing the NFL right now, and it looks like they are vulnerable to competition. Not so fast. First, unless the XFL plans to play in the fall, it won't actually be competing with the NFL. It will most likely be played in the spring and early summer, so the competition is March Madness, the NBA Finals, and America's pastime, baseball. And after 6 months of nonstop NFL, will fans want more football? Or will they turn their attention to other sports for a while? And let's not forget the NFL's off-season activities like the NFL Draft. It's a huge TV ratings draw, not to mention the constant news cycle of free agent signings, trades, waivers, etc. I mean, this year, unless the Redskins get a deal done, Kirk Cousins is going to be 24/7 sports news until he signs a contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm counting on you, Coughlin and Caldwell. Don't waste that defense with a below-average QB. Can the XFL compete with all of that? I think they can, and I'm going to offer 5 suggestions, some of which have already been mentioned by McMahon, though details are sketchy. I'm going to give some details. 1, speed up the games. Go to a running clock that does not stop for out-of-bounds or incomplete passes. This will totally change the dynamic of the 2-minute offense. Teams trying to drain the clock can still heave passes down the field, meaning defense can't press up to stop the run. I mean, right now, teams that want to run clock go run, 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 punt. A tactic that backfired on the Jaguars in the AFC Championship, by the way. Teams that want to preserve time will have to really hurry up, and they'll have to save timeouts. Oh, and give teams twice as many timeouts per half, so 6 instead of 3. 2, simplify the rules. What exactly is a catch? What is a touchdown? And make sure your refs know the rule book. Be clear on what holding is, what pass interference is, etc. 3, go big on fantasy football. In conjunction with that, start out with a version of the NFL's Red Zone channel. That's what everyone is watching anyway. While I'm talking about what people are watching, much has been made of the NFL's TV ratings dip this year, but the NFL's 11% drop is roughly the same as the overall 13% drop in traditional TV. People just aren't watching things in the same way. Yes, live sports are still a draw, and the NFL was a big draw during the year. But people are using other ways to get content, including the Red Zone channel, which just shows the best parts of each game, like scoring, big defensive plays. In the age of fantasy sports, that's all most people want to see. Which brings us to XFL suggestion 4. Make games available for everyone and keep them compact in time. Monday and Thursday games are bad for the players and really kind of bad for ratings. If your team is playing Monday or Thursday, why would you watch games on Sunday? And make sure everyone can see whatever game they want. Don't restrict fans to only being able to watch the local game, whatever the XFL defines as local. I mean, that's what happens with the NFL. I'm a Jaguars fan. I live in Virginia. Almost never get to see the Jags play. 5, avoid star salaries. I think players ought to get paid. And considering the risk of the job and the short career of most players, getting paid 6 or 7 figures is reasonable. Unfortunately, the pay scale in the NFL encourages good players to keep one-upping each other's contracts, which then ups the contracts for average players, and eventually a few star players on each team eat up the salary cap. And so most NFL coaching comes down to who can get the most out of the B-level players, not who can hire the most A-level players. So when I say the XFL should avoid star salaries, I mean they should avoid overpaying for one single position in what is ultimately a team sport. I don't know how you structure your contracts, especially if you have a players' union and associated agreement. But I would think it is in the players' best interest that everyone get a slightly bigger slice of the pie, that a few players get a lot and the rest get a little. Can the XFL succeed? I think so. I would certainly like it to succeed. I don't think quality of play is that big of a deal. And college football in the fall is a big draw, and the quality of athletes overall is less than in the NFL. In fact, the XFL may want to look more at the college game as well as Canadian football and the Arena League for inspiration. While the NFL has produced some exciting games, a lot of NFL games are snooze fests. There's more exciting football out there. I just don't know if people will warm up to another league, especially not against all the other sports options out there. All right, that's it for this week. Next week, The Last Jedi. You can sound off in the comments below or track me down on Twitter at Papa Gamer. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. Links in the description. Also, be sure to check out BettySterlingBooks.com to acquire either or both of the novels I've written. If you love fantasy fiction, you'll love these books. Until next time, go game, young man. Oh, you know what? That would be a pretty good title.